Hey, so I'm at Cappy Campers, just waiting for the next shuttle. Unfortunately, I missed the 9 a.m. by probably 5-10 minutes. Um, Van's all checked in though, everything's good. No issues there, so we're complete. So now I'm just hanging out. Grabbed a little cup of coffee from the little thing here. Mars is off at the airport, dropped her off there so she could sit with the luggage so we didn't have to transfer all of our luggage multiple times. So it was a good idea on her part. She's got a coffee and she's hanging out in the cafe. I just text her. So when I can get on the shuttle at 10, they'll take me over there, get with her, then we'll buy our tickets on Skybus, and then we'll head back to Reykjavik. Looking forward to the next couple of days here. I will miss the independence of having a vehicle, but should be a good time. Really looking forward to hanging out in Reykjavik, and admittedly looking forward to a hotel. Just one more look at Happy Campers. I don't know how much I showed you in the beginning. We were pretty excited to get here, but also in a hurry to get on the road. So this is where all the leftovers go, and you're welcome to take whatever you like. Complimentary coffee and some cookies. Check-in counter. Some of the things you can rent, including guitars, which is hilarious. Here's the pile of free blankets that you can take, up to 2. And then just a bunch of brochures and things. Some stuff about the weather too, and then the road conditions, so that's important. Alright, that's it. It's Happy Campers. Alright, so I'm back at the airport. Just met up with Mars. She's going to use the restroom. Then we're gonna book our, I think, Skybus ticket or Flybus ticket. Get to Reykjavik and enjoy the rest of our time here. On a bus. Mars is not enjoying the bus ride. Alright, we made it. After lots of transfers and bus rides, we made it. We're City Center Hotel, room 501. It's small but nice. Got a little mirror and a bed. Some towels laid out for us. Take a nice hot shower tonight. And a nice balcony here. TV, fridge, espresso machine, and then the restroom. Shower and tub. Alright. Basic, but it's good. So, on the outside, a couple of chairs. Looks like we got a neighbor maybe. But got a nice view of the like square down there. Very cool. There is one floor above us, but purposely chose this for the balcony. So anyway, it was a little effort to get here, but we're here. Glad we're in. We're gonna settle in, and I don't even know what we're gonna do. We might go to sleep. But we'll see. Whatever we do, we'll try to keep you updated. Yeah, big horse. But it's cool. Yeah.
I also have one other chair over there.
Oh my goodness. She's all geared up.
Yeah, she's doing good. That's cool. Right.
That's who we meant as the security guard.
Yeah, I knew it was some kind of animal. So.
It was a cat.
All right. Well, we're loose on the streets of Reykjavik. Let's see where we go.
American bar.
The American bar.
Like open time.
Got Uncle Sam here.
Jewish building.
Oh yeah. We got the best brunch in town.
Yeah, they wanted us to Reykjavik this whole year.
Wow. Oh, must be good then.
Yeah.
There's like different pools around. The English pub. So the weather's definitely still cold, but the building's cut down on the wind factor, so that's nice. Look, there's a map of the food hall.
Like instead of 7-Eleven, it's 10-Eleven.
Maybe. And they got Sbarro pizza in there.
Super burrito.
Yeah, and some Chinese and
But cocktails place is good, but look at this weird mermaid guy.
so we decided to go into the food hall. It's up a small set of stairs, and then we go in. It was not very crowded the day that we were here. This was a Sunday, by the way, and it was probably around 11 o'clock, 12 o'clock. So it was definitely lunchtime. Maybe we were just ahead of the crowds, though. It did start to fill up more once we decided to sit down and eat. But right now, we're just kind of wandering the different establishments, looking at the menus for both food and drinks. We really liked this room. Skylights above, so it looked really great in there. We end up actually sitting and eating our lunch in this room. We liked it so much. We both ended up getting something separate and just bringing it back to the table, which was a nice option to have. And then we continued walking around. We passed this really neat wall with a bunch of keys on it, and what it was, it's keys from the mailboxes from the first post office in Iceland. So I think that was really neat, and I like that they can just put that out there. And I mean, I assume this has been here for a little while, and no one's vandalized it, no one's tried to steal any of them, or if they have, they were unsuccessful. I just feel like we can't put stuff like that up here. It'll get messed up. We're on this far side here, and actually we just passed it, but I end up getting some pizza from the place that we just walked by, and quite good. We really liked this area. We thought it was nice and a wide selection of foods, so definitely recommend it. Alright, got my call, ordered my pizza, and now Mars is gonna go order her food.
She is strong. Marina.
Oh, the Asian grill. Oh, we had some very good Asian the other day. Ooh, going to sushi?
They have a poke bowl.
And just like that, all but a few minutes later, there's my pizza. Smells and looks delicious. Mars got something fun. What's that?
It's a Campari Express.
Ooh. And then her poke bowl looks really nice. Very bright, colorful. Pretty good. And we have a nice room to enjoy it in. So, all right, we're gonna dig in. Our first meal in Reykjavik. I realized again, not very Icelandic, I guess, but it looks amazing. We're hungry, so it is what it is. It's very good. Look how thin this crust is. But it's very, very good. Nice and doughy here. Fresh tomatoes and cheese. It was great. You like your Pokeball?
Oh yeah, it's really good.
Alright, so I ended up getting a beer flight. Let me show you. We have Go, which I've been drinking. It's been good. Then Boli, Borg, Pega, and then this one says is Poon something, Ungagi. It's an IPA. Try that one first, the IPA. Because I don't really like IPAs. Nope, don't like that one. I think these other ones will be fine though. This one's a raspberry at 7.7% per volume. That's pretty high. That's good. That's like a juice. Dangerous at 7.7%. This is the Border, the Snolly. So it's at 5.3%. It's interesting. Almost has like a sweet finish. It's kind of good. It's funny, that little guy in there. All right, this one's Boli, 5.6%. It's a good one. Yeah, this is like a solid just lager. So I've been drinking this one. I know this one's good. It's only 5%. Actually, these are all good. I just don't like the mystery one, the one that doesn't have a card. All right, we're all finished. We are heading out of here. That was delicious stuff. Ah, it really opens up here.
Look, it's a garden.
Yeah, it's a greenhouse.
Oh, there's your baka.
Baka baka.
Look at it roll.
And there's the Hard Rock. So we've been by here a couple of times.
Yeah, it was funny. The bus was wearing a snorkel. I was like, wow, I could have got a novel right here.
No, he has a stop. He told us stop number 3. It's the 10-11 store again. Oh look, there's the church.
It's the rainbow place.
There's the subway. Icelandic soup and hot dogs. Oh, Lavazza.
It's the coffee we drink.
Yeah, Lavazza's good.
Yeah.
Here's the Bifrost Bridge, Rainbow Road. Stainless steel tables, interesting.
Icelandic.
Meow. Yeah, he's just out hanging out, being an Icelandic kitty. Hey, kitty.
That's so skinny.
Bye, kitty.
Look.
He probably lives here. Being stalked by this cat. Here we are at the church though, it's really cool. I know that's Leif Erikson. Alright. Eric the Red. Leif Erikson, son of Iceland, discoverer of Vinland, the United States of America, to the people of Iceland on the 1000th anniversary of the Althing, AD 1930. Here's the church. It's made to resemble the basalt columns that we saw. It's very cool.
You're thinking of the basalt columns, it's basilisk columns, and I'm like, that's not Harry Potter.
Yeah, not exactly. But sometimes. Open till 5. It's Mass at 11. Just be quiet. No food. Alright, and now we go into the church. I recall very kind of busy in this area, the entry. I think people trying to find their way and a little bit of chatter. But as soon as you go into the main part of the church, it is silent, which I thought was really cool. People were very respectful of the space. As you can imagine, even though it's a religious place, a lot of visitors come through here, and they may be of other beliefs or faiths. And at least I saw people being respectful. People may have been here more for the architecture of the church and to just see what it was like inside, that kind of thing, and that was fine. I think people conducted themselves very well. That stood out to me while we were here, and that's of course how it should be. Again, just our own observations, right? It doesn't always play out like that, but I thought it was really nice that it did here. And on the note of architecture, it was spectacular. I found many aspects of the church to be very pretty, very interesting in their choice of style. And of course, being an amateur woodworker, I was very interested in all the woodwork and how it was done inside the space. But the stonework and masonry were also impressive, and then just aesthetically, very well done. I mean, these ceilings were probably 60 feet high, if not more, which is extremely impressive. My camera, of course, doesn't really do it justice so that you can feel the space, but, and then, yeah, see, we were pointing out the wood here at the end of the pews. And then just something like that, by the way, I know maybe to the average person, that looks pretty easy to make. And it sort of is, and it sort of isn't. Just a lot goes into that. And then the fact that they had to repeat that process and make all of those, I found that to be really impressive. And they, of course, did an amazing job. Whoever did that or whatever team did that, I'm sure. And then this little sculpture here. So we enjoyed walking around the space. We even sat there just kind of taking it in for a bit. And there's the big organ, which is near the entrance. We also sent off some prayers for family and friends and made a small donation. Totally optional, of course, but it is set up there off to the right-hand side as you enter the main space. After we were finished in here, though, we did get tickets to go up into the tower. I know you can't really read the receipt there. I tried. But I will recap that in our Day 9 finances towards the end of this video. So stay tuned. Oh, sweet. The clock. Wow, look at that. That's so cool.
Well, we came from all the way over there. Well, we walked a long way.
We did walk a long way.
Thanks for Loki.
Where?
Loki, the
Where?
yellow building.
Oh, I've heard about that place. People go there for a certain thing. I forget now what.
You
But-
watched it when I got you that shark stuff.
Oh, yeah. I think our hotel is over there. Yeah?
Yeah.
That's very cool. See? Glad we came up there. This clock's cool. It's like, oh, I think the time is up. Let me adjust it. So we're here inside the church tower. Big clock.
Fancy there.
Yes, on all sides. Just so you know what time it is. All the time. Yeah, it's 3 o'clock. Wow. 3 o'clock. It's 3 o'clock. Alright, so a couple flights of stairs. And then you're up here. Oh. Yeah, every quarter they ring. Very cool. There's the airport there. Beautiful view. That's where Keflavik Airport's over there. So we're looking southbound. So you heard them? Yeah, you guys heard them a moment ago. And they'll go off again in about 7 minutes. It's very cool though. It's impressive. It's actually a nice spacious area up here. The breeze is welcoming too. And they do have these little boxes in some of them so you can stand up, be higher up. And then just more aerial views. I love looking around through observation decks, so we did film quite a bit in the space, and there was 2 levels as you saw, right, off the elevators, and then some stairs, and then this other area. I'm actually filming with my iPhone here so we can zoom in. Looking at the buildings, the different styles and architectures, and then of course knowing how harsh their winters are. And really their summers aren't all that much warmer, to be frank, but keeping that in mind when you see things like, for example, the balconies, right? And how do those deal with the snow, and do they really use them? Just kind of an interesting thought. And here's a look at the Bifrost Road that we had walked up, and then you see the distance too from the end of that to the church. We walked a long ways. There's some views from the Bell Tower house. Okay. And all those little bells. Here's the back side of the church.
There's a community pool over there.
Community pool over here. Some crane work. Kind of crazy bird. And some cars. There's a Tesla.
Look at how many soccer fields.
There's another Tesla. Yeah, and there's a whole complex of sports over there, so really big soccer field and then a couple other ones next to it. Yeah. So the views are cool. I think it's worth it to come up here. But I always like looking at lookout things. Looks like it's about 3:18, I think. Which means these things are gonna go off in a few minutes. Yeah, they definitely modernized the bells. Each of the what do you call them? Bell part? Do they have a name? Yeah, they're all like motorized at this point. It's not a bad thing, just different. Alright, 1 minute. Alright, the bells should go off in about 30 seconds. Alright, here we go. Heck loud. Yay! That was cool.
Glad you like.
Mars liked it too. Oh, and now everyone's leaving. Store. It's very cool. That was good. I like that.
Yeah. Now you know if you want to hear the organs, you have to come on Thursday.
Thursdays for the organs. All right. Well, we're leaving the gigantic church. Off for some shopping. I feel like their handicapped guys are more active than ours. Look at his arms. He's like, ah. Heck, a roll on this thing.
Yeah.
And then here's some of the EV parking. It's different than ours. Signage and stuff. They have the same stupid scooters we have though. That's a shame. Looks like
Viking pills or
yeah, I don't know. I see Coca-Cola. I recognize that. Here's the scooter drop out. Oh look, there's a public restroom that you pay for.
oh, that
Big cylinder. But yeah, public restroom here.
It's a water closet.
Yep, water closet. Come to know that, CWC. And we know we're all good. So it looks like they got some soups and burgers. And the hot dogs, of course. Looks like they got a lamb one. Lamb bolognese. Could be.
I like the lamb stew we had the first night.
Sure.
That's pretty good. And we're like, how do we take that home?
Hey, kitty. Another little random playground. Kind of like that they just have a lot of play areas.
It's very kid friendly.
Yeah, and a lot of colors, which is fun too. Look at the mushrooms down here.
I've seen that red building on their YouTube shows.
Yeah, this one.
Look at the kitties.
There's another kitty going across. He's galloping. Why is he doing that?
He doesn't want to die.
Yeah, it's funny seeing Snapple just because it's kind of died down in the U.S. It's not as big as it used to be, but maybe here it's still big.
Coca-Cola's definitely got thing here.
Yeah, Coca-Cola and Pepsi. I think actually Pepsi even all the other cities.
In the smaller towns.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, look, there's more brand names.
Oh man,
But it's not your Baka Baka.
it looks hecka good though. Look at that stuff.
Oh, look at all the cinnamon rolls right there.
There's another Tesla. There's Model Y. Fish and chips restaurant.
Look at the puppy.
Look at the puppy. That's funny. Yep, here's our street. Put out the red carpet just for us.
I think it's interesting it says walking area, but then there's all these people on bikes and scooters.
Yeah, some people don't get it. Look at the silk store. Everything's silk.
Oh no. Look at that full bear.
Yeah, the bears are cool.
Yeah. And there's that little looking thing's cute too.
Yeah, look at this big one.
Oh my lord.
You got a lot of stores going, huh? Yeah, that's cute. It's like a watercolor. It's the Lebowski bar. It's funny. And there's the dude at the bottom there. Building his cool artwork, and then we're pointing out the little greenhouse things. So we're just walking back to our hotel, kind of taking the long route, and I was looking at this church. I thought it was cool from a distance, but man, look at all these birds. And there's like these swans in here. Very cool though. Look at these guys. This is the park. Church again. Elevators are cool.
The little kitty's cute.
Yeah, the little cat downstairs too.
He's so chunky.
Alright. Here we are. Alright, we're heading out, getting some dinner.
Drinking water is free.
It is free. It's good. Not quite sure where we're going. I think we'll just go somewhere close. We're gonna walk around. But we'll find what we find, get some dinner, and then call it a night. So we're at the old Reykjavik. Just ordered and waiting for our dinner and drinks. But it's kind of an interesting place. And we're right here along the street where we were walking earlier. It's kind of cool. Just see people and traffic and things about. So I got the Floki, and it's local Icelandic whiskeys. Yeah. So here's the single malt smoked, and then the single malt birch finish. Alright, food is here. It looks delicious. Look at this freaking burger.
Oh, it's butter.
Burger looks amazing. Some fries. We're still working on our Viking whiskey. But Mart's got some bread and lamb stew and a little thing of butter. It looks awesome. Looks really good, actually.
It smells good.
Yeah. Alright, guys, we're gonna dig in. We have a lot to get to. That's good.
The lamb's so tender.
Yeah, it looks really good. I'm sure it's been slow cooked for hours.
And it's not salty. That's really good.
Nice. Alright, I'm gonna let you enjoy that. I'm gonna get to my burger. I'm sure it's good. It looks great. We'll be with y'all in a minute. Sometimes it's about the little differences. Like chilled coffee.
In a little cup.
Yeah, and we're at this 10-11 store is what it's called.
Look at them chicken eggs.
Yeah, 6-pack. That's a big apple. Here's outside of the food hall we went to earlier, but just got me this little
Best of Reykjavik 2025.
drumstick thing.
I got 7-Up Zero.
But yeah, this food hall, like Mars was saying, it was voted best a few years in a row, I think.
8 restaurants. Here you go.
Yeah, here, you guys can check it out at home. All right, hey guys, Future Nate here again. If I recall, we did go back to the room. I enjoyed my ice cream. We just kind of wound down. It's funny, I remember, and I should have recorded it, but we turned on the TV, and it felt like, at least for me, it felt like 30 plus years ago. There was like 4 stations basically that came through on this thing. One was like almost like you'd get at a normal hotel, where it was just kind of like the highlights of the area, touristy attractions, that kind of stuff. So it was just on a loop. And then one of the channels was showing The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly, which is awesome. It's one of my dad's favorite movies. And of course, I've enjoyed it growing up too. So I was trying to watch that, and then it kept freezing. It was so frustrating. First time we've kind of had any issues with technology or internet based or anything like that. Now this was through the hotel. Our phones were working fine. So just kind of a note, and you know, we didn't stay up late anyway, or that was not our intention. So it wasn't like a huge deal, but I do recall that. But yeah, we just kind of chilled in our room. We had a really great day. Since the morning, we dropped off the van, and then, you know, we did all the shuttling back and forth. On that, by the way, so we got on that bus. They took us to a central location in Reykjavik. Then we transferred to another bus, depending upon where we were going. And they had given us a colored ticket and told us, okay, well, you know, if you're going to a certain part of the city, you know, you're red, and if you're going over here, you're blue, and I think we were yellow. And so once we got off the first bus, we went straight through the building, which is this little bus terminal, not very big, but we had doors on each side. So we ended up going straight through it because all the other buses were on the other side. And I just remember it did feel a little chaotic. We weren't sure how long the buses take, how often they come around, so we felt very rushed. We got off the first bus from the airport. We got our luggage. They had opened up all the compartments on the side, and they were just unloading them. So there was just suitcases kind of standing out in the parking lot. You just had to find yours, grab it, and go. Of course, we did it just fine. It's just in the moment I remember feeling very rushed. I don't blame the bus company. It's just maybe we didn't understand how the process worked. So I definitely want to make a note of that for y'all. If you guys do this, the shuttle system was efficient, though. I will say that, and they packed that bus. So coming from the airport, we sat there for a minute. Like when Mars and I boarded, it was probably 3/4 full, and they waited until they filled, I think, every seat, or very, very close to that. And the lady at the front, she had a clipboard, so I think she was taking count and taking name, or not name, noting where you were going, and then she was handing out the colored wristbands. So they were very organized. I just think for us, maybe it's just us. Maybe that's a normal thing in Iceland or Europe, but we were not used to that. Now, when we rushed through the terminal, we did get to our bus. If I recall, though, we did wait like a beat. Like, again, it's like hurry up and wait. So we rushed to the other side. We got over there. We were trying to figure out, all right, is the yellow bus here? What's going on? And then I think a few minutes later, like probably under 10, it showed up. They came out, someone yelled out, yellow tickets or whatever, and we went straight over there. They gladly took our bags again, our larger suitcases, and they loaded it in the bins under the bus. And again, it was a full-size bus again, by the way, too. And so we got on, and this time there was probably like 8 or 10 of us on this bus. We were the only ones, needing the yellow zone. And we ended up being the last couple off the bus. They told us, okay, they asked us where we're going, I think, and we told them the hotel name, and they said, okay, you're stop number 3. And then you heard us, I think, when we were walking, we made a joke about that. And the reason is to get to stop number 1, we actually passed stop number 3 from the terminal. So, yeah, I don't know how they come up with their number system, but we drove by basically the Hard Rock and some stuff first. We went and dropped someone else off, and then we drove closer to the marina. We dropped them off, and then we circled back to Hard Rock, and then they dropped us off. So no big deal. It was actually an enjoyable bus ride because we got a quick view of the area without having to walk the entire thing. So we kind of got our bearings down. That was nice. And then we went straight to our hotel. Really easy checking in. The man at the front desk when we arrived was super, super nice. We're actually wondering, he may have even been the owner of the hotel, and if he wasn't, he certainly cared a lot about it. He treated it like it was his own, and introduced us to the little kitty that lives in the lobby, which was awesome. More on him in the next video. But yeah, our dinner was fantastic. I know, again, I didn't exactly order Icelandic food, but that was amazing burger. They did it right. They did it really good. And the whiskey was delicious too. So I made a comment of that too when we were walking around. The beer was making me feel a bit full. I definitely wanted to do something different, and I also wanted to try it. So that whiskey is made in Reykjavik, and the first one was pretty harsh. It was a lot. The flavors were very, very strong, and it was just a lot going on. So it was not either one of our favorites. The second and third, though, were very good. They got much smoother and more refined. A lot of wood notes in it. It reminded me a lot of Johnny Walker, which ironically I'm not always a fan of personally. But this one was really good. We enjoyed it. We got to sip that through our meal along with our water, and we were good. It's funny, though. I ordered the whiskey flight. Mars ordered a glass of wine. And then when he came out, he brought 2 sets of whiskey flights. I'm like, oh my goodness, is he charging us twice? Because the whiskey flight was around $50. It was not cheap, unfortunately. And so I was kind of concerned, but he'd already poured it clearly. So we just figured, all right, maybe I said it wrong, maybe, misunderstanding. We can try to talk to him at the end, but I mean, it's already here. So, but fast forward, when we got the bill, he only charged us for one. So I don't know if they were just being generous, Not sure if that's the way it comes, so I can't guarantee your experience is going to be the same if you go to that restaurant and order that flight. But of course, we thought it was fantastic. So Mars got to try it too. I ended up finishing it, so good for me. I got extra whiskey, but yeah, just a note on that. But our meal was fantastic. We enjoyed walking around that 10-11 store too, because it's just interesting, right? Coming obviously from the U.S., used to our convenience stores, 7-Eleven, Circle K, Wawa gas stations, right? At least here in Florida, and then everything from California when we lived there. So you're accustomed to certain things, and it's the same concept. It was definitely a convenience store, and they had generally the same types of stuff. So we just pointed out a few things that were different to us. And when we left, I didn't film it because I don't know how places are like that around like the checkout area, because there's already cameras for security, and you know how that is. So I didn't film it, but it was a self-checkout, and there was one attendant there, and I think there was 4 kiosks, which I thought was really cool. Very efficient. It worked great. Just another piece of tech that Iceland's using. We kind of noticed technology spread throughout the country, whether it was at the parking lots and the pay stations, or here at the self-kiosk, or at the campground the previous night. They literally read our license plate, and that's what triggered the gate to open. So really cool. Good on Iceland for staying on top of it. But that's how we ended our night. That's how we're ending the video. I did mention, of course, we're going to share our finances, so here they are now. Right, those are our finances for day 9. Again, wonderful day. We really enjoyed it. We enjoyed our pace too, as you could probably tell. It was not rushed at all. We literally had no plan. We did want to see the church at some point, and so I'm actually glad we did it on the day we did, and just kind of checked it off. But that long walk we did, which it was long, but it allowed us to see a lot of the city and the shops and other restaurants and everything else. So then the next day, when you guys tune in for day 10, we sort of had our bearings. We felt like we could kind of get around, at least on foot, to where we wanted to go and to see different things. So I thought that was still good. It worked out well for us. Again, we had a great time. Definitely recommend it. Reykjavik, by the way, is certainly a city. They say, oh, Akureyri is the second largest and then Reykjavik's the biggest. To me, it's no comparison. Like, it's crazy different. I mean, it's like I don't even know what it's like. It's like comparing like an elementary school basketball game to an NBA game. Like, there's such a difference. I'm not even sure why they even note that it's the second largest. Is it Manhattan? No, but again, it's just a full-size city. You can just tell the difference. It felt that way. It felt very different from the entire rest of the country. So I found that to be interesting as well. But if you are traveling to Reykjavik, hopefully give you a little sneak. Stay tuned for day 10, because more to come. We stay in Reykjavik. We also go to Sky Lagoon. So we go to our 4th and final hot springs lagoon in Iceland, and we give you our rundown on that. But until then, thank you so much for tuning in. We appreciate the support, and thank you for the likes and recent subscribers. Welcome to the channel. I hope you guys enjoy the content. I hope you guys stick with us. We very much appreciate it. And we're going to keep pumping out the content for you. Hopefully you guys continue to enjoy our channel. But with that said, thanks again, and until next time, bye-bye.